Next, we're going to continue to investigate this, try and take whatever precautions we can. The big concern here is there's needs to be more funding for our public school districts. Events like this shouldn't be occurring. We've got a lot of evidence we want to look at. There's several videos. There's been a lot of witness statements, so we want to evaluate all that and see. I understand where the defense side is coming from. I think that the judge appropriately took it into consideration the size of the victim versus this defendant. I do think it was a little unfair that his criminal background wasn't addressed a little more. Certainly somebody this age with a propensity for violence and allegedly or supposedly on probation at this time for a serious crime, that should have been looked at. But I thought overall, there's been lots of talks at county council or town meetings about putting monitors on the buses. I know that there's a funding issue. I think that's something maybe our legislature needs to look at as far as providing more funding, but I don't think we'd be having these talks if there never had been an issue or if these weren't foreseeable.
Social media attention to the case. Pretrial publicity is always a concern for a criminal defense attorney and his client, because naturally the first thing you need to do is recapture the presumption of innocence in any criminal case, and you want to guarantee that your client has a fair trial. And of course, any type of pretrial publicity can indeed poison the minds of the jury if it's the wrong time. Depends upon all the facts and circumstances, which I don't know. Remember, I have not seen the video. But again, he is entitled to the presumption of innocence. And the relative charge is assault and battery third degree, which is in old days simple assault, which is the lowest level really of an assault charge that there is. But he is entitled to all the constitutional protections, and I will make sure that he gets informed by his mother that there were threats made against her son with regards to his personal safety, even if he was transported here to this courtroom. Naturally, that concerns me. I certainly understand the emotional outrage about a 17-year-old, still a kid because he's not 18-year-old yet, allegedly assaulting by a slap or whatever of a 5. You understand all of that. But at the same time, I want the emotions in the community to calm down, and people need to make sure that they just respect the judicial system and trust the judicial system and let it do its own job.